Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the press room here at Ibrox Stadium. It is Rangers versus Hearts, Saturday, 13th of September, 3 o'clock kick-off. We're looking forward to it. No, honestly, we are. Davie, we are, aren't we?
We are.
Yeah, we are. Myself and Mr. Historian himself, David Hare. David, how are you?
I'm good, thanks. I'm looking forward to it, even though we do joke about it. I think this is now when we need to kick on. There's the transfer window's closed. The squad that's there is what we need to work with for the next few months. The manager's made his mind up on who he wants to play, and I think it's now time to start winning games. And only winning games is going to quieten down all the noise that's round about the club at the moment.
You're absolutely right. The Rangers team is out. It's the exact same 11 that started the Old Firm match. It is Jack Butland in goals, James Tavernier captains the side, John Souttar, Connor Barron, Mohamed Diamande, Tello Asgard, Jerry Gassama, Nasser Giga, Bojan Majowski, Jayden McHoma and Mikey Moore. That will obviously be a 4-2-3-1, we think. Jack Butland in goals, Tav on the right, Souttar, Giga and McHoma on the left. So we think that Diamande and Barron will sit, which leaves Gassama, Asgard, Mikey Moore in the front three. And Bojan Majowski leads the line. On the bench for Rangers is Liam Kelly, Max Aarons, Joe Rothwell, Yusuf Chermiti wearing the number 9 shirt, Derek Cornelius wearing number 13 with Nadeem Bayrami, Oliver Antman, Finlay Curtis and Danilo. Davie, talk us through your thoughts on that.
I must admit, I'm slightly surprised it's the same 11. I was certain that Cornelius would start because I thought being an experienced left-sided centre-half, which was exactly what we were missing, then now that we've got one, I would have thought he would have been in the team. I was a bit unsure whether he was going to try a different formation today and try and put a second forward in. But I can get the fact that in a game against Hearts, maybe the more solid system is maybe better. I'm also slightly surprised Mikey Moore's still playing wide left. I think Gassam, whatever we're going to describe him as, I think he's better on the left-hand side. And if he's been moved across to the right to accommodate Moore, then Moore really needs to do a bit more than he did the last time. And the last thing I would say is that the same 11 is the 11 that created absolutely nothing against Celtic. Asgard got 4 goals midweek. That's got his confidence up. But he needs to do a bit more on the ball. I think he done a lot of good work off the ball against Celtic, but now we need to see him in a more creative role.
Yeah, I don't think there's too many I would disagree with. Of course, there is no Nico Raskin in the squad, which is disappointing, but I don't think there's any need to really go over that. They have to create more. We have to get more shots on goals. We have to attack more. That's all obvious. The Hearts team, they line up with Alexander Swallow, who we are told by the boys in the Hearts Standard that are in the press room with us that he was a new signing, played over 200 games in the Bundesliga. So yep, he's in the Hearts goal today. It's Stephen Kingsley, Craig Halkett, Benny Beningame, Lawrence Shanklin, Claudio Braga, who we've heard a lot about being a really good signing, Cameron Devlin, Harry Milne, Stuart Finlay, Oisin McEntee, Alexandros Kassirdis.
Easy for you to say.
No, I always butcher somebody's name. Like everyone, it's became a tradition really. Xander Clark on the bench, Elton Kabangu, Pierre Cabore, Michael Steinvinder, Blair Spittle, Alan Forrest, Thomas Magnuson, Saba Karjota and Jamie McCart, who is obviously Four Lads' very favourite Mr. Own Goal himself. Speculation it could be 3 at the back for Hearts. We'll just need to wait and see what they line up. They will come here, Davie, full of vigour, full of confidence, full of thinking that they can win this 3 points this afternoon.
Yeah, and I think something to say about Hearts is that they've showed a lot of resilience and character this season. They were 2-1 down at Tannadice and they came back and 1-3-2 with a goal in injury time. They were a goal down at Livingston last time out. They came back and 1-2-1 with a goal in injury time. So I think they've got a bit of confidence and a bit of resilience about them, and I think they'll fancy it today. But in saying all that, I do think they will play 3 at the back. They played 3 at the back against Livingston, so I sat and watched that game. It's not about what Hearts do, I don't think. To be quite honest with you, we've got better players than them. You saw in international duty this week the number of players that done well for their country. We've got better players, but what we need is a system of play and a speed of play, a tempo of play that actually gets behind that Hearts backline. And if we can do that, We've got wingers, we've got Majowski, who is a goal scorer at this level. We've got Asgard, who just scored 4 goals in midweek. It's time to start showing what we can do going forward. And if we do that, I'm actually quite confident we'll win the game.
Yeah, just quite quickly, Moore and Gassama should be guys that create. So should Asgard. We should, on paper, we look like we've got options and things. It's about proving it.
Absolutely. We've only scored 3 goals in 4 league games. I think that tells you everything. Hearts have scored at least 2 every game they've played in the league this season. So
you're cheering me up.
I know. Davie. I'm sorry for all the stats. You think I'd prepared for this or something? But I actually don't think any of that matters. It's about what we do today. And as I said earlier on, transfer window's done. There's no more off the field stuff to worry about. Okay, there's the Raskin thing which we need to sort. But it's now time, get 11 players out in the park, get them organised, get them playing well, get them playing fast tempo football and start winning football games.
Amen to that. We'll bring you all the action from the gantry, and let's hope it's a couple of smiling shiny heads that bring you all that news. Speak to you soon. Yep. 8 gone at Ibrox. Sorry mate. Just banging into people here in the gantry, but it was 8 minutes gone, Davie. It's all Hearts and they've came close. Halkett had a free header from a set piece. Shanklin's had a chance. Rangers haven't been in the Hearts half, to be honest. They've zipped it about and looked largely in control. It's concerning first 10 minutes. It is still 0-0 thankfully, but it could be better.
Yeah, I think your expression you used that they're bossing us, and that's exactly what's happened so far. We've not been able to keep the ball. We're losing it every time there's a 50-50 challenge. They seem to be an extra player some of the time. At the moment, we just look like a team from a wee bit short in confidence, and there's the Raskin song starting now. So this team needs to score first. And I don't know how this game's going to turn out.
Well, certainly need to up it a wee bit, folks. That's for sure. 8 gone, it's 0-0, and Rangers yet to start. Well, Ibrox has spoken, the chants are quite clear. 22 gone, Hearts lead, Lawrence Shankland. Martin get to fuck rings out round the stadium and the boos have started. Rangers have been utterly dreadful. We said it after 8 minutes, it's been coming. Nico Raskin chants as well. This isn't going to work. The fans aren't going to let it work. The players are not playing. It's dreadful, Davie, and we're 1-0 down.
Hearts undoubtedly deserve to be in the front. I do think the goal, Shankland took it really well. It was a nice move that put him in. But I do think there was a handball in the build-up. I do think there was. And there was a VAR check which let it go. Obviously it couldn't have been, but what you're hearing behind you tells you everything, I think. We're watching a shapeless mess. We're watching a team that looks like it's got no direction, it's got no system. It just looks like a bunch of individuals that are going through the motions, to be honest with you. And Hearts have been by far better organised, more dangerous, and they deserve to be in front.
Rangers look a mess, folks, and we get a lot of criticism on the podcast, and we even did this week about being negative, but this is why. It just does not look good at all. It's all over the place. We're loose on the ball, there's no intensity in our play, there's no shape, we're not passing the ball well enough, we're not even attacking, the goalie's not even had a save to make, and Hearts lead, and to be honest, they're well worthy of it, and we're lucky it's only 1. 25 gone, Hearts lead, Davie, you were going to say?
No, I was just agreeing with you. I dread to think what it's going to be like in here if we don't go back in this game quickly, because the crowd, the chance there for Majowski maybe, no, maybe not. Corner kick. We need to get back in this quickly, or the crowd are going to make this a very uncomfortable day. Yeah, the crowd have already spoken. Rangers need to get back in this. Dreadful so far, 1-0 Hearts. And deserved, no complaints about Hearts. We've made them look absolutely brilliant and they've played well, but Rangers are awful. It's 1-0. 40 gone, I'd love to say it's got better, but it's not. Hearts lead still by 1-0, and they're dominating this game. Tello Asgard shot that was tipped over is about all Rangers have to report on. It's dreadful, David. I can't say anything else. I'm not sure what we can say that we haven't said already. Honestly, we're a complete mess. I feel so sorry for Majowski up front. We might as well not have a centre forward because the ball never goes anywhere near him. We're continually losing possession, we're looking dodgy at the back, we've got nothing in midfield, the wingers aren't beating their men. Honestly, if Hearts only win 1 up, then they'll be disappointed in that because they should be out of sight already. We are terrible. And I dread to think what the support are going to be like when the half-time whistle goes.
Sadly, I can't disagree with a word of that. I would love to stay here and say there's positive, but they're not. We looked uncoached. We look like a team that doesn't believe in whatever it is we're trying to do. Hearts are picking up every second ball as they do there again. They'll create a chance here. They're just running at Rangers. They're all over the place at the back. Giga scrambles it clear. It's going to come out to Devlin, who shoots. It's blocked. It's away. This is all Hearts. They just come back. Rangers, there's no shape here. There's no tackling. They're playing an easy 1-2 round Rangers again. As a goal kick, but that easily could have been a corner. And it's just, I'm struggling with what we're doing there. Everything's so, we don't look in shape. Like, we put ourselves under pressure. We don't tackle. We're second to every ball, and it looks so uncoached, Davie. Like, genuinely, like Suter and Giga are getting stuck on the ball because there's no pass for them. They don't know what they're doing. Like, the fans you can hear this. Look, you can actually hear the booing. It's dreadful stuff. There's 42 minutes gone. It's 1-0 Hearts. It should be a lot more. The boos here are so clear. I'm losing the ball.
I know.
I can't say anything.
I think
it's absolutely dreadful.
I think the only thing I'll say is that if this keeps up in the second half, I think Ibrox will be empty with 20 minutes to go. And I dread to think what the crowds are going to be like going forward, because people are not going to come and watch this.
This is dreadful stuff. It's 1-0 Hearts, 43 gone. And I just... stick with it just for a minute. Asgard has it. Mikey Moore's having a rough time on the left wing. He's not getting... it's just dreadful, honestly. No, there's no point. We get accused of being negative, Davey, and this is why, because it is absolute dog shit. Honestly, watching this is just so bad. It really, really is. It's 1-0 Hearts, there's 43 gone. 55 gone at Ibrox. Rangers still behind by 0-0. Very little happening. There has been 2 changes. Cornelius on for Giga, and Ant-Man is on for Mikey Moore. We've seen very little of Ant-Man so far in the second half, but there was a good move by Gassama, but cutback didn't come to anything. Still looks very tentative and nervous, Davey. The crowd's certainly still on edge. Those that are left, there's quite a few empty seats from ones that have left at half time. What else can you say? It's not been what we need so far.
I feel as if I'm just saying the same thing over and over again, to be honest with you. It's still too slow. It's still pretty shapeless, to be honest. I'm still not sure what it's actually trying to achieve. There's Joe Rothwell coming on, so that's going to go down well. That's going to... Exactly. I think it's not his fault, but I think probably the most telling thing so far is that when the teams came out at half time, Russell Martin came out the tunnel after the teams, and then the booing started. It's not the players, it's the manager that's getting it.
Yeah.
And
Taff hit it. Good effort. Wide.
Just wide. We've got to get the ball forward quicker because it's too slow. Hearts are totally comfortable, and unless something changes, we're still at 9 points behind after 5 games, and that's absolutely criminal.
I'm going to say to you, Davey, like something you said there is extremely true. This isn't about the players. This is about the guy in the dugout and the fact that there's a severe dislike to what, I don't want to say hatred because nobody really hates anybody, but it's like there's a severe dislike for Russell Martin, and that isn't going to change.
I slightly feel sorry for him in the fact that it was pretty obvious he wasn't wanted in the first place. Very, very few people wanted, and I think a lot of people had made their mind up really quickly about him. But he's done nothing to prove anyone wrong. That's the problem in all this. It's exactly the way everybody predicted that it was going to be. It's slow, it's predictable. They say here's Gazzama going down the wing, hopefully we'll see something, but crowded out yet again, goes to nothing.
One ball forward and they get it every single time.
Exactly. So something's got to change. We've got the same players now till January. I think somebody else needs to come in and coach them better and get them better organised, because it's as simple as that. It's just not work.
Yeah, I can't disagree, sadly. 58 gone, Hearts lead 1-0 still. 68 gone, Rangers do have the ball in the net, but it's been chopped off. Gave a foul, and VAR very quickly confirmed that, Davey, the scramble from the corner. And it was put in, foul on the goalkeeper, I think, by John Suter. Chermiti's on for Magoma as we go to looks like 3 at the back now with Cornelius, Suter and Tavernier. I had to go for it, I suppose, 2 up front now, but Joe Rothwell's made a slight difference.
I think Rothwell's looked actually quite good since he come on. I know because he's seen as Russell Martin, because he's seen as Russell Martin's favourite player. I think a lot of people get something about him, against him, but he's done okay. Actually, to be fair, in the last 10 minutes, Rangers have created a bit more. They've hit the post, they've forced a couple of saves to the goalkeeper. They are starting to threaten a little bit. It's just taking an awful long time to get there, and it's still all sort of desperate rather than great football. But they're at least making a fist of it now. But it's you can still hear from behind me what people are thinking about it.
Yeah, we say make a fist of it, but it's still fairly dreadful. I mean, we're doing a bit of polishing there and even saying Rothwell has actually done better, but he's driving forward again, Joe Rothwell. What's he going to do here though? He just stumbles over it. I don't know, he's down and kind of writhing in agony as we are desperately wide apart here at the back. Why are we so open? Hearts going forward again, the ball across, which is blocked by Suter, and then he's skinned Braga. It's a corner kick, but I am just why are we so open there when they break?
Well, I know Rothwell's the guy meant to be sitting in front of the back 3 and he's out of the game injured, but as you say, in typical Russell Martin fashion, we were absolutely wide open. What can I say? I think in the last 10 minutes, for the first time all game, we look as if we might force something, but it's not exactly good football. It's doing it. It's more desperation than anything else, and you still get the feeling if Hearts put a bit of pressure on, then they could get every bit as much joy as we get. 1-0 down, and I do think Rothwell looks as if he's got a bad injury, typically. So, yeah, what's that? 20 minutes left, the rain's coming on. I'm getting more miserable by the minute, to be honest with you.
As I said, we can only report on what we're seeing, and we've got nothing that gives us much hope. We've got nothing that excites us. That doesn't look like there's a shape, doesn't look like there's good football being played, and we're not creating an abundance of chances. This pressure isn't really there either. It's tentative stuff. It's almost like they're feeling their way into the game, and it's just there's no desire, there's no drive, there's nothing there, and I'm struggling to try and put a spin on it because there's nothing there to put a spin on, and I can't keep saying that. It's just Union Bear chanting again, Martin get to fuck, and it's just they've certainly made their feelings clear, that's for sure. So it's just he looks a pretty forlorn figure as well on the sideline, Davey, I must admit.
Oh, absolutely. I think there's 2 kinds of supporter in here today now. There's the ones that are staying around to give Russell Martin a bit of abuse, and there's the ones that have just had enough and are just going home. And as I look around, there's more and more empty seats appearing, and as I say, there's still more than 20 minutes plus injury time to go. So, as you say, I'm trying to be positive by saying we've made more of a fist of it in the last 10-15 minutes, because we have. The first half we created nothing. At least we've hit the post, their keepers had to make a save or 2 with a goal chalked off. But none of it's through cutting teams open, none of it's through incisive play. It's mainly been either through Hearts making a mistake or just looking for a second ball in the box. There's nothing exciting happening. What's that? 19-18 minutes to go. We've got one more substitute we can make. I don't know who it should be. Bajrami maybe. Rothwell's limped off to the side. I think he wants to continue, but I don't know whether he's going to be able to. I think he's going to try to. And it's a corner for Hearts, and let's hope we can at least deal with that and give ourselves something in the last 20 minutes.
Yeah, Hearts remain 1-0 ahead. 82 minutes gone, Hearts lead 2-0. Diamande fouled Milne. Shanklin takes the penalty, Butland saves it. Rebounds put in by Shanklin. We've already heard the chant, Martin get to fuck. The whole stadium is exiting. Just to end this, end it now. You'll hear it in a minute, Martin get to fuck.
It's painful actually sitting watching and listening to this. MD, anybody that's a Rangers supporter must must absolutely dread this kind of stuff. It's horrible.
I actually feel sorry for him in a weird way.
Yeah,
he has to go. He has to
absolutely.
go, and nobody's sugarcoating it. But this is genuinely uncomfortable. It's a horrible atmosphere. Nobody wants this guy. Get him out before this gets even worse. It's dreadful.
I can't add much more to that. As you say, nobody really wanted him in the first place. We all want to give the man a chance, but it's just not going to work. It's not going to work. And you just look round about you. The only people left are the people that want to give him abuse. Everybody else has been home.
Aye.
And it can't go on. It can't go on. We've got a big cup tie next week. We've got to make a change before that. We've got to.
2-0 folks, 83 minutes. It's done and dusted. I'm not going to sugarcoat it for anyone. We've been absolutely dreadful. A brief period of 10 minutes where we hit the post, like Davie said, was slightly better. But the bar's so low that we literally could have put an under-9s team out there and done better than what we saw. It's misshapen. It's a total mess. And yes, I will ask him in the press conference if he's going to go, because this is just, it is dreadful. It is done. And there's just no coming back for this. Hearts, by the way, could get more, as if they really want it, which I think possibly they might. As Kabunga, is it Kabangu? Sorry, Kabangu, the boy, he's now forward, goes past Suter, and Suter just pulls him down. Suter's going to be booked. Honestly, this is just, oh my goodness, man. Honest to God, it's 2-0 Hearts. Well done to them. They played really well. Not a complaint about how Hearts have played. They've absolutely bossed this. Everybody knew it was coming today. Everybody's seen it coming. And it's just, I'm not going to criticise them because they've been brilliant, they've been great, good on them, but Rangers are absolutely dreadful. It's 2-0. 90 gone, Hearts lead 2-0, they're going to win this game. The chanting against Russell Martin has been clear as day. Rangers have been dreadful. First half was as poor as I remember seeing Rangers. I've been coming here for 30 odd years, Davie for a lot longer. I'm not going to ask him if it's as bad as it's been, but for me it's been as bad as I've seen Rangers. No shape, no formation, no desire. I don't know what they're doing. The players don't know what they're doing. It's been a dreadful performance. Hearts have thoroughly deserved it, and I don't want to take anything away from them. They've done what they should be, but this is a Rangers podcast and we look at it from our point of view, and this has been absolutely dreadful. 7 added on. I hope it's the final 7 minutes of Russell Martin's Rangers management, because this is done and dusted. It needs to be put out as misery, Davie. It's been a dreadful afternoon, and the fans have made their feelings clear. There's probably, I would estimate, about 12,000-15,000 Rangers fans left, and they're only here to make their feelings clear. No man in the match, no nothing to grasp at. It's been as poor as we've possibly seen, and it needs to stop for me. Davie, your thoughts on today, please?
Yeah, as you say, I've been coming here for a long time. This is as bad as I've ever seen. Just need to look at the numbers. 4 points after 5 games, 11 points dropped. As I said to you a minute ago, we only dropped 12 points the year we won the league. We've only scored 3 goals, 9 points behind. I mean, you can't possibly keep this going. It's just going to go in one direction, and it's down, down, down all the way. We've got to get put out of our misery. The manager's got to get put out of his misery, because he must know himself this is not going to work. Thelwell, etc., Patrick Stewart will be sitting in that director's box, and if they're still backing this as a project that's long term, and they're deluded, they're just watching the wrong thing. It's time for it to stop. All credit to Hearts, they were the better team today, they deserved the win, but as you say, this is about Rangers, and Rangers are just nowhere near good enough, and it's got to stop.
Yes, sadly, this is an experiment that's went miles wrong. It's almost beggars belief that 7 interviews led them to make a decision as bad as this. It's just Rangers then give it away again. This is a team that just looks so abject. It's really unbelievable. 92 minutes, please put us out of our misery. Hearts lead 2-0. And as I said, I'm going to sugarcoat it for anyone. Russell Martin is done as Rangers manager, and the sooner this is over, the better.
Four Lads podcast is sponsored by Rhino Express, Clydeview Joinery, Athol Industrial Solutions Limited, and CSD Air Conditioning, in partnership with Black Rooster and Art of Gold. Thank you for listening to or watching the podcast. We hope you enjoy.